Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into a simple yet incredibly powerful Stoic habit that can transform your life in ways you never imagined. And no, it's not about waking up at the crack of dawn, taking cold showers, or any of those extreme routines. This is something much simpler but profound. And if you embrace it, it can lead to lasting change in your mindset, your resilience, and your overall happiness. We're talking about the habit of daily reflection, specifically journaling or taking time each day to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and intentions. It's a practice that's been around for thousands of years, used by Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. And today, I'm going to show you why and how this simple habit can completely transform your life. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's explore how the Stoics can help us live better, more meaningful lives. To start, let's take a quick look at what Stoicism is all about. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that's been around since the 3rd century BC. It teaches us that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. The Stoics believed in the power of inner strength, resilience, and maintaining a calm and rational mind, no matter what life throws our way. They focused on virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, and they believed that living in accordance with these virtues would lead to a good and fulfilling life. But Stoicism isn't just a set of lofty ideals. It's a practical philosophy that provides concrete tools and habits for daily living. And one of the most powerful tools in the Stoic toolkit is the habit of daily reflection. Now, you might be wondering, why is reflection such a big deal? How can something as simple as journaling or thinking about your day really make that much of a difference? Well, think about it. How often do we go through our days on autopilot, reacting to whatever comes our way without really thinking about it? How often do we let our emotions drive our actions, only to regret it later? Reflection allows us to step back, take stock of our thoughts and actions, and gain clarity on what's really important. It's like hitting the pause button on life so we can evaluate what's working, what's not, and how we can improve. This habit creates a feedback loop that helps us learn from our experiences and make better decisions in the future. And when you make this a daily practice, it compounds over time, leading to profound changes in your mindset and behavior. So how did the Stoics practice reflection, and how can we do the same in our modern lives? One of the most famous examples of Stoic reflection is Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, who wrote his private thoughts in what we now know as meditations. Marcus would reflect on his day, his thoughts, his actions, and his goals, all with the intent of becoming a better person. He didn't write for anyone else, just for himself. It was his way of keeping his mind sharp, his intentions clear, and his actions aligned with his values. This is the essence of Stoic journaling. It's not about writing a perfect diary or sharing your thoughts with the world. It's about having a dialogue with yourself, holding yourself accountable, and striving to be a little better each day. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, also emphasized the importance of reflection. He would review his day each evening, asking himself what he did well, where he fell short, and what he could do better tomorrow. This kind of honest self-assessment is a cornerstone of Stoic practice. It's not about beating yourself up or dwelling on mistakes, but about learning and growing from every experience. Seneca believed that by regularly examining our lives, we can rid ourselves of bad habits, cultivate good ones, and stay true to our highest values. So how can you start incorporating this habit into your life? It's simpler than you might think. Here's a basic framework to get you started with your own daily reflection practice. Each day, set aside a few minutes, ideally in the morning or evening, and ask yourself these 3 key questions. First, what did I do well today? This is your opportunity to acknowledge your successes and positive actions. It's easy to gloss over the good things we do, especially when we're so focused on what's not going right. But recognizing your wins, no matter how small, reinforces positive behavior and boosts your confidence. It's about building momentum, one small step at a time. Second, what could I have done better? This is where you get honest with yourself. Reflect on any mistakes or areas where you could have acted differently. Maybe you lost your temper, procrastinated, or didn't follow through on something you promised. The goal here isn't to be overly critical or harsh, but to recognize areas for improvement. By acknowledging where you fell short, you create an opportunity for growth and set the intention to do better next time. Third, what am I grateful for? Gratitude is a powerful practice that shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already good in your life. It's easy to get caught up in what's wrong or what's missing, but gratitude reminds you of the positives. It can be something as simple as a sunny day, a kind word from a friend, or even just having a quiet moment to yourself. This question helps you cultivate a mindset of abundance and contentment, which is essential for maintaining inner peace. These 3 questions, what did I do well, what could I have done better, and what am I grateful for, are a simple but effective way to guide your reflections. They help you celebrate your successes, learn from your mistakes, and stay grounded in gratitude. And over time, this habit of daily reflection can lead to profound changes in how you think, feel, and act. But let's take it a step further. Daily reflection isn't just about reviewing your day, it's also about setting intentions for the future. The Stoics believed in the importance of having a clear vision of who you want to be and aligning your actions with that vision. So as part of your reflection practice, consider also asking yourself, what kind kind of person do I want to be? What values do I want to embody? What are my long-term goals? And how can I take steps today to move closer to them? By regularly reconnecting with your values and goals, you create a strong sense of purpose and direction. You're no longer just reacting to life, you're actively shaping it. This kind of intentional living is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. It's about taking responsibility for your own happiness and well-being, regardless of external circumstances. And this brings us to another powerful aspect of Stoic reflection, the practice of premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils. This is where you anticipate potential challenges or setbacks and mentally prepare for them. For the Stoics, this wasn't about being pessimistic or expecting the worst. It was about preparing your mind to handle adversity with grace and resilience. By thinking ahead about what could go wrong, you're less likely to be blindsided by difficulties, and you're more equipped to respond calmly and effectively. This kind of mental rehearsal can be incredibly empowering, as it helps you build resilience and stay grounded, even when things don't go as planned. So each morning, take a moment to reflect on the day ahead. What challenges might you face? How will you handle them? What strengths can you draw upon to navigate these obstacles? This proactive approach allows you to face your day with confidence and composure, knowing that you're ready for whatever comes your way. Now let's address some common misconceptions and obstacles that people often have when it comes to daily reflection. First, you might think, I don't have time for this. Life is busy, and adding one more thing to your to-do list can feel overwhelming. But here's the truth. Reflection doesn't have to take a lot of time. Even 5 minutes a day can make a big difference. You don't need to write pages of detailed analysis. A few bullet points or sentences are enough. The key is consistency. It's better to spend a few minutes reflecting every day than to do a deep dive once a week or once a month. Another common concern is, I'm not a good writer, or I don't know what to say. Remember, this isn't about writing beautifully or impressing anyone. Your reflections are for you and you alone. It doesn't matter if your thoughts are messy or incomplete. What matters is that you're taking the time to check in with yourself and engage in this dialogue. And if writing really isn't your thing, you can always record a voice note on your phone or just spend a few moments thinking about the questions. The format doesn't matter. The practice does. And finally, you might worry that reflection will make you dwell on your mistakes or feel bad about yourself. But this isn't the goal. Reflection isn't about beating yourself up. It's about learning and growing. It's about approaching yourself with kindness and curiosity rather than judgment. Think of it like having a conversation with a wise and compassionate friend who wants to see you succeed. They're not going to sugarcoat things or let you off the hook, but they're also not going to criticize or condemn you. That's the mindset you want to bring to your reflections. So how do you stay consistent with this practice? Here are a few tips to help you build and maintain your daily reflection habit. First, set a specific time for your reflection. Whether it's first thing in the morning, right before bed, or during your lunch break, choose a time that works for you and stick to it. Consistency is key, so make it a part of your daily routine. Second, keep it simple. You don't need a fancy journal or a special app. A plain notebook, a notes app on your phone, or even sticky notes will do the trick. The simpler, the better, because you're more likely to stick with it if it's easy and accessible. Third, set reminders. Use your phone to set a daily alarm or notification to remind you to take a few minutes to reflect. It's easy to forget, especially when you're busy, so having a reminder can help you stay on track. Fourth, be patient with yourself. Habits take time to form, and it's normal to miss a day or feel unmotivated at times. If you skip a day, don't beat yourself up. Just pick it up again the next day. The goal is progress, not perfection. Lastly, remember why you're doing this. Keep in mind the benefits of daily reflection: greater self-awareness, improved decision-making, better emotional regulation, increased resilience, and a deeper sense of purpose. When you understand the value of the practice, it's easier to stay committed. To wrap things up, let's take a look at some real-world examples of how reflection has transformed the lives of others. As we've mentioned, Marcus Aurelius used reflection to keep himself grounded amidst the pressures of ruling an empire. Modern-day leaders like Tim Ferriss, who often talks about his journaling habits, use reflection to maintain focus and navigate the challenges of a fast-paced life. Athletes, entrepreneurs, and creatives alike use this practice to stay on track, overcome obstacles, and keep their minds sharp. But you don't have to be a philosopher, a CEO, or an athlete to benefit from reflection. Anyone can do it, and everyone can gain from it. Whether you're a student, a parent, a professional, or just someone trying to figure things out, taking a few minutes each day to reflect can help you live more intentionally, more peacefully, and more in line with your true self. So I challenge you to start today. Grab a notebook, open a new note on your phone, or just find a quiet spot to sit and think. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? What am I grateful for? And what kind of person do I want to be? Start small, stay consistent, and watch how this simple habit can transform your life. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments how your reflection practice is going, or if you have any tips of your own. Remember, transformation doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes it's the simplest habits that make the biggest difference. Keep reflecting, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video.